Hello, my friends. Welcome back to 15 Minutes of Slow English. I'm so happy you're here today. Let me ask you something simple but powerful. Why do some people keep learning English for years, while others stop after only a few weeks? Maybe you've asked yourself this question before. You start strong, full of motivation. You buy a new notebook, maybe new headphones. You watch lessons on YouTube, and then, little by little, the energy fades. Days get busy. Work, family, life, all take space. And soon English feels far away. But some people don't stop. They keep learning, even when they're tired, even when they make mistakes, even when no one is watching. So what's their secret? Today, my friend, we'll talk about that secret. It's not talent, it's not luck. It's something deeper. It's called grit, the quiet power of passion and perseverance. By the end of this episode, you'll understand how to grow grit inside yourself and how this simple idea can change your English journey forever. Ready? Take a deep breath. Let's begin. Part 1. What grit really means. Grit is a small word with a big meaning. It's about loving something so much that you refuse to give up on it, even when it's hard, even when progress feels slow. Imagine you're hiking up a long hill. At first you're excited. You see the view from far away. But after a while your legs hurt. The road seems endless. That's when grit appears. When you keep walking step by step. Learning English is just like that hill. Some days are easy. Other days feel heavy. But if you keep walking slowly, gently, you'll get to the top. Grit means you stay with your goal, even when the path isn't perfect. It's not about speed. It's about staying in the game. Part 2. Passion, the fire inside. Let's talk about the first part of grit, passion. Passion is not only excitement. It's not about feeling happy every single day. It's deeper than that. Passion is the quiet voice inside you that says, I still love this, even when it's not easy. Maybe you started learning English because of school. Or maybe you wanted to travel or watch movies without subtitles. But somewhere along the way, you found something more. A real love for the language itself. You started to enjoy the rhythm of English, the way words sound, the feeling of understanding something new. That's passion. And here's the truth. Passion doesn't always appear in one big, magical moment. It often grows slowly, like a seed. The more you learn, the more you care. The more you practice, the more meaning you find. So don't worry if you don't feel passion every day. Keep learning. Keep showing up. One day you'll realize that English has become part of who you are. That's what passion does. It transforms learning from a task into a friendship. Transition when motivation fades. Now let's be honest. Motivation comes and goes. Some mornings you wake up excited. You want to listen to English podcasts, read a story, or practice speaking. But other days you just don't feel like it. That's normal. Even great athletes, artists, and teachers feel that way sometimes. What matters is what you do next. Do you stop completely? Or do you take a small step, even when you're not in the mood? That small step, my friend, is perseverance. Let's talk about that next. Part 3. Perseverance. The strength to keep going. Perseverance means not giving up, even when progress feels invisible, even when you make mistakes, even when people don't see your effort. Think of a child learning to walk. They fall again and again, but they don't stop. They try, smile, and try again. That's perseverance in its purest form. When you speak English and make mistakes, that's okay. You're learning to walk in a new language. Every mistake is a step forward. You might feel shy sometimes. Maybe you said something wrong and people laughed or didn't understand. But remember, every native speaker was once a beginner in something too. Perseverance is about saying, I'm not perfect, but I'm improving. And here's the magic. Each time you keep going, your confidence grows. Each time you try again, your English becomes stronger. So when you fall, don't stay down. Take a breath, smile, and stand up again. That is perseverance. Part 4. The power of consistency. Now let's talk about something simple but powerful. Consistency. Consistency means doing something again and again, even when you don't see instant results. It's like watering a plant every day. You don't see it grow at first, but one day suddenly it blooms. Let's imagine 2 English learners. The first one studies only once a week for 2 hours. The second one studies 10 minutes every day. Who do you think learns faster? Yes, the one who studies 10 minutes daily, because consistency builds rhythm, and rhythm builds fluency. So don't worry about long hours. Even short daily practice works wonders. Listen to one English story. Read one short article. Write 3 simple sentences. Do that every day. And you'll be amazed after 6 months. Consistency is how your brain grows strong and calm with English. Part 5. Purpose. The reason behind your journey. Passion gives you energy. Perseverance keeps you strong. But purpose gives you direction. Purpose means knowing why you are doing something. Maybe your purpose is practical, to find a better job, to travel, to pass an exam. Or maybe it's emotional, to connect with people from other cultures, to read your favorite books in English, or to teach your children something new. Whatever your reason, purpose gives meaning to your effort. It turns frustration into fuel. When you feel tired, remember your why. Ask yourself, why did I start this? Your answer will guide you back. And here's something beautiful. Purpose often grows beyond you. When you learn English, you're not just helping yourself. You're building a bridge between you and the world. You might inspire someone else to start learning too. You might teach a friend or share an idea or help a stranger. That's what makes purpose so powerful. Part 6. Practice with care and focus. Now let's talk about practice. But not just any practice, focus practice. It's easy to study passively, to read without thinking, or to watch videos without repeating. But focus practice means you care about the small details. When you listen, you pause and repeat. You notice pronunciation. You copy rhythm and tone. When you write, you check your sentences. You try new words. You read them aloud. That's the kind of practice that builds real skill. And yes, sometimes it's boring. Sometimes it feels slow. But remember, a tree doesn't grow overnight. You water it, care for it, and one day it becomes strong. Your English is that tree, so keep watering it with care and focus. Part 7. Staying strong for the long road. Many learners start fast but stop soon. They're excited in the beginning. They buy books, watch videos, make plans. But after a few weeks, their energy fades. That's normal, but it's not the end. The key is to stay strong for the long road. Think of English learning as a marathon, not a sprint. Some days you'll move fast. Other days you'll move slowly. But if you keep moving, you'll get there. And here's a gentle reminder. If you're tired, it's okay to rest, just don't quit. Rest is part of progress too. Take a break. Listen to a song. Watch a movie in English without pressure. Then come back. That's what people with grit do. They pause, but they don't give up. Part 8. You can grow grit. You might be thinking, but I'm not a gritty person. Let me tell you something beautiful. Grit can grow. You're not born with it. You build it little by little. Every time you keep going, you make it stronger. Every time you finish a small English task, your grit muscle grows. How to grow it? Find what you love. Maybe it's listening to English stories, or watching nature documentaries, or writing simple journals. Choose what makes you curious. Practice every day, even a little. 10 minutes is enough, but do it with care. Remember your purpose. Ask yourself, why am I learning? Keep that reason close to your heart. Don't give up. If you miss a day, it's okay. Come back tomorrow. Progress is not about perfection. It's about returning. That's how grit grows, slowly, quietly, but powerfully. Part 9. Hope, the light that keeps you moving. And finally, let's talk about hope. Hope is not just a feeling, it's an action. It's what you do when things go wrong, when you don't understand a lesson, or when you feel stuck. Hope says, it's okay, I'll try again tomorrow. Every time you continue, you show hope. Every time you smile after a mistake, you show courage. Hope is what keeps grit alive. It reminds you that tomorrow can be better. So next time you feel lost, whisper to yourself, I can get better, I'm learning. I'm growing. Because you are. Conclusion, keep the flame alive. Let's take a moment to remember everything we talked about today. Grit is made of two main parts: passion, the love for what you do; perseverance, the strength to keep going. People with grit are not always the smartest or the fastest. They're the ones who stay, who keep practicing, keep dreaming, keep believing. They have a purpose that gives them direction, consistency that builds progress, and hope that keeps their hearts alive. And guess what? You already have grit inside you. You've shown it many times. By learning, by trying, by not giving up. So tomorrow morning when you wake up, say to yourself, I'm learning. I'm growing. I have grit. You don't need to be perfect. You just need to keep moving, slowly, gently, every day. Because that's how real change happens. Not in one big step, but in many small, beautiful ones. Thank you so much for spending this time with me today. You didn't just learn English. You learned something about yourself. Until next time, my friend, keep your heart open, keep your dream alive, and remember, you already have what it takes. Bye for now.